She got out the car at the stoplight, and she thought he was going to beg her to get back in.
Well, isn't this the truth? Men are done begging. If you're gonna do dramatic stuff like this to get a reaction out of him, you're probably not gonna get it at this point. Men are done playing these games.
Biblically speaking, men are to be the initiator, right, in a relationship. The woman is the responder, right? Men are to initiate, women are to respond. That's one bone I have to pick with a lot of guys out there, is they are waiting for a woman to initiate with them, when biblically speaking, you're called to be the initiator, like you're called to be the wooer. The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, not he who is found by a wife is found by a good thing, right?
A man only needs to provide for a woman when he is a husband, not a boyfriend, not a fiance. Woman, get out of the gutter. Get your head out of the gutter. Stop trying to make these boyfriends provide for you and take care of you when you can take care of yourself. You are not a wife. You guys are not one. You guys are not one. He has not choose you to be his wife. You guys are not one. So you being there saying, oh, a man, I need a providing man. We all need a providing man. Our father told us that we all need a providing man, but not only a providing man, a providing husband, not a boyfriend again, and not a fiance again. And don't be like, oh, if he can't provide as a girlfriend, how he's going to provide? Because he's supposed to prepare himself as a husband. He's supposed to prepare himself to get there, to be that providing man. Not provide for you and you taking out of his pockets. If he want to help and get, and his heart wants to help you in any situation, any given situation, all right. But at the end of the day, a husband's supposed to provide for a woman. He's not supposed to provide for a girlfriend or fiance.
Ladies, if you want to know why you're not getting approached by men when you out in public, and you know when you step out your 10, it can only be a couple of things. Number one, he could have seen what you was driving, or the way you was dressed, and the way you was carrying yourself, and that could have intimidated him. Number two, he probably thinks that you are so bad that you wouldn't even talk to a guy of his caliber. So basically, he probably think you way out of his league as far as looks. And last but not least, number three, it could be because you got an RBF. So ladies, don't say I ain't put you on game, and take notes.
I think modern women feel like men are here for their sole enjoyment, for their sole discretion. A lot of times these modern women, they'll do things, they'll make their choices, whatever you call it, and he'll make his, right? He'll do whatever he thinks is best for him, and she'll do whatever she thinks is best for her. Fine, nobody has a problem with that. But you have to live with your actions, and you have to be accountable. That's the part that modern women don't like. I want to be able to do what I want, act how I want, be who I want to be, without any consequences, without having to be accountable. She's expecting the man at that point in time to come running back to her, or I come running back to you with open arms. You don't chastise me. You just look me in my eye and say, I understand. Here are all of your favorite snacks. I know you did me dirty, even after me saying stop, please, multiple times.
Because so many men have gone so long without any interest or affection or kindness from women, the slightest whiff of that can make some guys feel like they've hit the jackpot. And of course, because they've never had it before, they're worried that they will never have it again. And this scarcity mentality often motivates them to invest in women when it's probably not in their best interest to do so. Now, some of you might think, well, Orion, what's the problem? These women are looking to get married and have kids just like me. They might want the attractive guy, but they can't get him. So on some level, his loss is my gain. What's the issue here? Namely, these men get used. Now, to be fair, these men often participate joyfully and enthusiastically in their own exploitation. They are being used by these women for certain things, and once they receive these things, they make themselves redundant and unnecessary. In the absence of real attraction, these relationships are basically perpetually maintained by giving the woman what she wants.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
The first and the most obvious place where you will meet a single man is at the gym. But the only gym you are going to go to from now on is the gym that has a very elevated section for weightlifting. And that means that you're going to forget about your Pilates class because you'll never find a single man in there. You will find single men at the gym because they have more time to invest in themselves, and they invest in themselves because they want to impress the single ladies. But it's very important that you present yourself at the weight section during the hours that the single man will be there. And that's either early in the morning before they start to work or after dinner at night, because it's also a way for them to socialize with other single men, because men who are in relationships will be home with their partners. And now about your attitude. You're going to leave your headphones home and your phone will be in your locker. And if a guy looks at you and you think you like that guy, you're going to give him a smile. And I'm telling you this because research has shown us that when a man sees a woman smile at him, it encourages him to maybe go up and talk to her. And if nobody starts to talk to you, the best way to get attention from a man is to ask him for help. And the second hotspot where you will meet single men is on a Saturday or on a Sunday morning at the supermarket or at the grocery shop. And because he's good in food prep, he will buy his provisions on the weekend before he socializes with friends and family. And you're going to dress up, look cute, and you're going to ask any man you like to get you something from the top shelf.
You know, and it's funny that these modern women say that a man has a sellout. Because, say for instance, modern women aren't really ever fully into man. They're just not, right? It don't matter if the man is rich, even for the 6 foot, 6 figure, 6-pack, they're never really fully into that man. So a man can say, hey, I feel like I want a man who initiates. Okay, cool. I feel like I want to go over here. I want to do this. I want to do that. What are you thinking? Fantastic plan. She might put that in the group chat. In the group chat, which is a bunch of women, a lot of times who ain't got no man, just single and lonely. Oh, do you really want to go there? Does he really respect you if he's going to do X, Y, and Z? Oh, I don't know, girl. And then that's when you start acting stupid. You go back to him talking about, I don't know if I really want to go there anymore. And then you try to upsell him on another restaurant, or you try to hold your guns and try to do something stupid to where you try to make him chase you, make him guess, make him grovel, and you fool around and you get broken up with because you let your stupid friends get in the way of you going out and having a nice night.
I will always be in love with the man that you'll never become. And the poem is called Unrealized Potential. Can I ask for you what this is about? When you're in a relationship with somebody who you see so much potential in them and so much, you connect to their soul and you know who they could be or who they should be. And because of their own childhood traumas and unhealed issues, they're not able to be who they're meant to be or who they can be, and they operate at a lower frequency than where they should be, and they wear a mask of someone that's not really who you know that they can be to you, and you know that they could treat you better, and that the love could be so much stronger and could be special, and this relationship could be so much more. But because they're not willing to get the help, they'll never be their best self. And so you can stay and forever be in love with who they could possibly become one day, or you could move on. And it's a gamble, because you don't want to waste your life and your time waiting for somebody to grow into themselves, because that may never happen. But I feel like a lot of us do that. We're in love with the potential, not the reality.
If a man ever asks you for money, you got to be done with him immediately. Because for him to have the unmitigated gall to ask you, especially a woman, for money, you got to think about how many aspects of his masculinity are missing. Is he just completely devoid of? Because I'm not trying to make this about gender, but let's be real. Society raises men to, at the very least, be independent at a level where they should never have to ask anybody for money, especially not someone that they're trying to date or try to build a relationship with. So for him to ask him for money, that not only is an indicator that he lacks core principles of masculinity, but it's also an indicator that he has a very weak network. Because you telling me he ain't got a friend, a cousin, a mother, a father, an uncle, somebody he could call for money other than you? Girl, you are not his last resort. He's simply testing you to see, are you willing to blur boundaries and allow him to use you? Are you going to be the latest person that he's going to be able to take advantage of?
Once again, a lot of these modern women, they don't really even know what they want. I want an alpha male. I want a man that's decisive, until you start to realize that the decisive man is a man that checks a couple of things, looks around at a couple of things, and he does what? He makes a decision. And so a lot of times he's just going ahead and moving. But I want a man that takes initiative. You don't really even know what a man taking initiative looks like. You're not going to like it. You want too much control. And a man that's decisive like you want, that takes initiative like you want, that man beat and already moved. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong. Just let me know how it goes so the next time I can correct it. If it don't need to be corrected and you just nagging and you complaining, I don't want to hear that. But if it's something that I actually need to hear, I can stop and hear you out. That's how successful men are. That's how successful people are. If I need to stop and hear something and fix it, I can do that. But if you ain't ready to talk about nothing, shut up talking to me. Modern women get in the face of men that are decisive, of men that are moving. We're not talking about being, wealthy and having a lot of money. We're just talking about a man that makes decisions. I know this. I know where I need to go. And you stand in his way. What about this? What about that? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about that? And it drives a man up a wall because I can't get anywhere. I can't do anything. And at the end of the day, you're going to be complaining again about how we didn't get anywhere. But it'd be because of your mouth. You didn't be quiet when we said, okay, let's go over here. Let's do this. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if we should. A lot of modern women talk about what they like, and they really don't even know what they.
No, all men do not cheat. Yes, there are still good men. The ones that know how to create boundaries. The ones that know how to say no, that are not overly friendly. The ones that will not create emotional connections with people outside of their wives or close family members, moms, sisters. Other than that, they shut that down. That is what is needed. In the beginning of my marriage or relationship, before we even got married, I would wonder why my husband was so cold with people, new women that he would meet. Family, not like that at all. But when it came to new women, he said, I automatically want them to know that I'm disinterested. I'm not going to engage. I'm not even going to give them the time of day. I'll say, excuse me, hi, bye, but that's it. And he said, that's what ensures that I am faithful, because I don't want anyone to get an inclination that I want more than that. Men can naturally attract women because if they're charismatic, it would automatically attract a woman, and they can start building something without even understanding what's happening. That's why it's extremely important to create those boundaries and to know where you need to stop and move forward. I think women are better at doing that when they're in a relationship and when it comes to staying faithful. Men, you have to be probably a little bit mean to make sure that doesn't occur. And I learned that from my husband. If you know him, you gotta love him, but that's how he is. And again, he's not disrespectful. He's not inviting. There's a difference.
Did you guys know that 44% of Gen Z men have never approached a woman in public? It is bananas when you think about it, but also given everything that's happened, also not crazy, so it makes sense. But really, approaching a girl or someone in public isn't that difficult. I'm sad that so many guys have had so many bad experiences. Approaching a woman in public is easy if you do it right, and this is what you should do. You're out and you see a girl that you think's attractive. Depending on if she's alone or not, if she's with someone, find a good time to stop her and be like, hey, I think you're stunning. My name is blah, blah, blah. Here's my number. I would love to get to know you more if you're interested. Maybe exchange a little bit of back and forth, read the situation if she seems into it, and then hightail it out of there. If the girl isn't kind and nice and welcoming to you and doesn't treat you like a human being, then you dodged a bullet. You don't want to be with someone who's gonna treat someone like that anyways. It literally costs nothing to be nice. But I don't know why all this gets overcomplicated so quickly. But also, don't ask for her number. Don't put her on the spot. Just give her yours. Quick in and out, and then hope for the best. A lot of us don't want to be on dating apps, but that's why I'm only on Cuffed, because it feels like intentional dating, and the guys have actually been super nice. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments.
I think, and there was one guy I think I heard talking about there's never really a right way to approach. And then I think somewhere at the end of his video or something like that, he might have mentioned when he runs into dudes, or he looked at the situation of men not approaching, it's usually a skilled issue, or it's usually that she's not attracted to you, which pretty much that's what it's going to run into. But I think with the way that modern women act, it's kind of hard to see now, is it a skilled issue, or is she just not attracted to me. A lot of times, modern women don't even know, they don't know how to act. They can be attracted to a man and still be cutting up and clowning him because that's what the group is doing. And obviously you got to be your own person, but you know, a lot of times they're social. And so whatever the group is doing, well, I guess that's what I'm doing. Even though I would have liked the guy, I guess that's what I'm doing. Sometimes these women double back and talk to the guy. And the guy's like, well, why was you clowning me over there? Well, I was with the group and they was doing this, and this, but I really liked you, so I thought I didn't want to miss this chance. And they start talking and then only come back after maybe a month, 2 months that they talking on the low. She introduced them to the friend group, or the friends kind of see them out. Where you been, man? You've been missing in action, right? But modern women a lot of times are ruining their own approach. They're attracted to you, but they're ruining it with RBF or who they hang out with. There was a situation where two women were in the gym. A man approached one. Well, he actually approached the group. You know, what he said was kind of corny, but the woman liked him. And so she was listening to hear what he had to say. The woman on the other side, her friend, jumps into the situation and the conversation and starts talking over him, laughing and kikiing. The woman then looks at her friend and says, okay, I guess I should laugh. So she starts laughing, you know, kind of half-heartedly. And the woman, her friend, is still ruining her chance. She likes the guy. This is what some of these modern women are doing. They're ruining their chances for their friend because they're losers. Get away.
Number one sign that a man really loves you is he pulls what's called a 300. Let me explain. By the way, I'm Taylor Love. I explain the man brain. If you like that kind of stuff, hit the follow button. If you haven't seen the movie 300, the Spartans who go to war, there's this moment, best clip from the movie, where a messenger from the enemy comes to Sparta telling them they need to surrender. The king, Leonidas, processes this information, ends up backing the messenger up to a bottomless pit, putting a sword to his throat, and knowing that if he kicks this messenger into that pit, it is going to be viewed as an act of war, and he is not only endangering himself and his army, but all of his people, because that enemy is massive. And at the moment where he's making his final decision, whether to kick this guy in the hole and change the lives of everybody in his kingdom forever, he stops, time slows down, and he looks back at his queen, his wife. She looks at him, she nods. He then turns to the messenger, kicks him in the middle of the chest while yelling, "This is Sparta." So badass. Messenger goes in. They have to go to war. All of it happened because the king, the man, the leader in the 3D, tapped into his queen, the woman, the oracle, leader of the 5D, to make sure this was the right decision. We men are so in this realm. Women are so tapped into other realms, to all that is. They have a much more delicate, thoughtful finger on the pulse of what's happening in nature and beyond. That any man who truly loves you will see that oracle wisdom and come to you not necessarily for guidance, but for confirmation he's on the right course. It just so happens that God, the universe, Allah, whoever you're praying to these days, created men and women to work together spectacularly well. She leads the 5D. We lead the 3D. Follow for more.
Hey y'all, so tell me what you think about this. Maybe I'm old school on this. I'm walking the dog here, and near where I live there's lots of restaurants and bars and things like that. So these two couples get out of a car, and the guys immediately start walking together and bolting. I kid you not, they're probably 15 feet ahead of these women. They pass me and they just leave the women behind. I'm sitting there going, you rude son of a. And they just didn't care. This is kind of a sketch neighborhood occasionally. And, this wasn't like the old school West Texas Lubbock dates where I grew up, where the men are in the front, women are in the back, hanging out and conversing. These dudes were just like rude shit. So, anyway, man, well, let me know what you think. I mean, I still kind of buy into the whole, hopefully open doors, hopefully, walk with your woman or guy or whomever you're with. So, what you think?
A lot of these modern women, what they want is the benefit of a good man. They want the benefit of a traditional man. They want the benefit, all the benefits, that tradition, that the patriarchy, whatever you want to call it. They want all of those benefits, but they don't really respect the man that's giving them those benefits. A lot of these modern women will go out here and still be messing with that. They'll find the dude and still be messing around with other dudes, talking about, I just can't find a man that respects me. Can't find a man that wants me and loves me and sees me for who I am. Can't find him. Well, what about this guy? Yeah, you know, he does respect me. Is he ugly? No, he's not ugly. Is there any chemistry there? You know, butterflies. You say you're looking for a spark. Is there a spark there? Yeah, there's a spark there, but I'm 25. I'm 25. And I'm not paying attention to that spark right now. I'm trying to go out and create other sparks. Why would you go out and try to create another spark when you have the spark right here? Most people spend a lifetime looking for this type of man. You found him at 25, 26 years old. Some of these women, the privilege of going to college, doing all that they need to do, and really honestly and truly, all that they want to do. Some of these women will be out here, beat and racked up a high body count, done everything that you can think of. By the time they're 30 years old, run across a man that would be like, yeah, I know you as wild, but I'm willing to, I don't care about any of that. Well, what's going to happen when men start talking to you about, yeah, I know, but I'm willing to overlook that. It sounds like you changed. It sounds like you've gone to therapy. It sounds like you're not the same person anymore. Why don't we get together? No, I don't want to do that. Well, I respect you. I'll take you out. I'll do all of these things for you. No, I'm not ready yet. I want to go another 5 years doing all of the things that I want to do. And then, honestly and truly, in about another 5 years, when he's found somebody that has less bodies, respects him, respects what he does for a living, respects his community, respects his family, whole 9 yards. Obviously, she ain't perfect. He ain't perfect, right? They go ahead and get married. And at about 35 years old, he got a 5-year-old. And you sitting up there trying to, freeze your eggs and do all that other nonsense. That's all.
Denver, man, where are y'all at? Because, these comments are going crazy. And there's some good-looking women in these comments. Respectfully, obviously, I got a girl. But I'm just saying, there's some good-looking women in these comments, and none of y'all are sliding in their DMs or sliding in the comments or anything. So, all I'm saying is, what's really going on? Like I said, there's some type of confusion in the community, and we got to figure it out. The women have spoken. They looking for y'all. Black men or men of color in general, they looking for y'all, but they can't find y'all. Y'all not approaching them. They think y'all weird. And honestly, since I ain't seeing no motion, I'm thinking y'all weird too. So y'all need to tell me y'all thoughts. What if I set up some type of an event to where people can come, mingle, meet single people, and see what's up? Something like a speed dating event, but everybody can talk. It's free will. No one's getting mad at anybody talking to who. We're all grown and we having a good time. We're vibing, but we're making connections. Let's make some type of event like that happen, because I just need to solve this problem between the community out here and get people to link up. I don't like this. We got to solve this. Like I said, if I could be the best wingman in Denver, I will be that. I like throwing lobs. Y'all just got to dunk it. That's all I got to say. Just score. Please just score.
Other women, they're really great at saying the stuff that they want, and then going and doing the opposite. And then going and doing the opposite, right? Well, I want a man that's loyal to me. He only has eyes for me. He don't want no other girl. But then this same woman, it's 20 dudes in her roster. 20 of them. You have 20 men vying for your respect. Well, as a woman, I have to do that. It has to be what I do, because I have to do this, and this. Modern women, they don't. These new women, these modern women, in society today, they're so lazy. They want to talk about how men are lazy. Oh, men don't do it the way they used to. Oh, they don't do it the way they're supposed to. You're lazy. You're lazy too. The fact that you have flowers coming from 2 or 3 different dudes that you know you don't like, and you know they like you. Then you have a man, you have one over here sending you Starbucks. You have one over here sending you DoorDash or sending you food. And these guys are sending you food. Shoot, sometimes these women, they might go out to a baseball game with a guy and say, hey, you want to go on a date? Yeah. Well, let's go to a Cubs game or I don't know, whatever your favorite sports team is. Let's go to a Cubs game. He pays, and those concessions are expensive. He pays for that type of stuff. He said, okay, man, I had a great time. I did too. And she's on the phone while they're walking back to the car. Well, he might be in the restroom. And while they're walking back to the car, he don't know that she done already texted one of her other guys on the roster saying, you know, I'm kind of hungry or something like that. Setting some up to have something when they get back to the house. Or a little sweet treat when you get back to the house. Oh, I just sent you some cookies or something like that. Hope you're doing all right. So they're playing the field, not reciprocating, but getting all these things. And then you're going to wonder why, because modern women can't keep things to themselves. You're going to get online and show women what you're doing. And then when a man sees this, he'll be like, oh, I'm going to stop doing that. And if these women are going to be like this, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. Or he says, I'm willing to do it for the right woman, but I'm going to approach this cautiously because I don't want to waste my money. Well, I'm not like other women. Okay. So then when I'm asking questions, you should be fine listening and saying, well, you know, this is what I do. And then kind of showing and exhibiting that type of behavior. But this is what we have today. We have modern women expecting a certain thing from a man, love, respect, loyalty, and all that stuff. But then they don't give it back. And as a matter of fact, behind that man's back, they are dogging that man out. And even in some of these situations, a man catches the woman dogging him out, doing him dirty, calling her out for that behavior. Yeah, I did it. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, you know, I ain't loyal to no man. No, but you are an idiot.
I was married for 5 years, but I was with my husband for 10 years. And I'm going to be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man. Queen vibes, princess treatment. I ain't have to work. I ain't have to do nothing. But my mouth was bad. And I lost a good man. I'm taking that L. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought like, oh, I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dogged up. But I'm in the house saying, you suck my fuck your mother. Oh, yeah. Everybody. And it's man, the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I fucked up a whole marriage. I had that every wanted. And I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end of the day, and that's what fucked me up. It put me in a soft girl era, but I still had the mindset of an alpha.
Most women will sit up here and say, you know, why are men not approaching us anymore? What have we done? What can we do to get a man to approach us? Well, you know, you can see if you can limit the risk of embarrassment. You can see if you can limit the risk of him being called a creep, him talking about, oh, you're harassing, or you talking about him harassing you, the backlash that he might receive. A lot of modern women, with a man telling you, the reason I'm not approaching you is because I feel like something is going to go wrong. I mean, godly, you're asking a man to open up and be vulnerable. This is a man being vulnerable. This is a man being vulnerable with you and saying, I would love to approach you. I would love to talk to you. I don't even know if you're in my league. You might be out of my league. I have no idea. But I'm willing to try. I just don't want to get in here. And, you know, we have to start understanding that failure and trouble, consequence are two different things. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Right. I want to miss the shot and have to run back. Dang, rebound. Run back down court and have to get back on defense. And we might even lose the game, right? Because I didn't shoot well enough. I didn't score any points. We're talking about I shoot the shot, I miss, and I get ejected. That's what we're talking about. I shoot the shot, I miss, I get banned from the NBA. This is what we're talking about. So the consequences of me coming and approaching you, the risk is higher. The risk is astronomical. This is what men are trying to get you to understand. I would approach if it was just me losing the game. If it was just me getting back on defense. Heck, if you wanted to, and I'm shooting terribly, bench me. Put me on the bench. I will ride the pine. Fine. Until I understand and observe, okay, I need to do this better. Let me go ahead and figure out what I can do to get better. And then get back in the game. I can actually practice that. What I can actually foresee, if I shoot terribly, I'm going to get terrible results. And nobody's going to want me to shoot anymore. I can fix that. What I can't fix and what I can't foresee is being banned for shooting terribly. Is being the commissioner saying, you're a disgrace to this league. Get out of here now. That's the type of behavior, if you can understand the analogy, that's catching men off guard when they say, I didn't know it was going to be all that. As a matter of fact, you can't even come around the NBA. As a matter of fact, you can't even cover sports. Anything that has to do with, you might be able to cover the WNBA or, some kind of college league or something like that, or like the NCAA. But even the NCAA, we don't want you to cover that. We have ties with the NCAA. We have influence with the NCAA, and you're not going to cover that either. The only thing that you're going to be able to do is cover high school basketball. That's the stakes nowadays. Men are saying, why would I even want to go down that road? Why would I even shoot a shot if you're going to try to completely annihilate who I am as a person? You're going to try to completely obliterate me.
This point in my life, it's convenient for me to date a married man. Very convenient. I don't think I'm destroying anybody's home because their husband is my supposed boyfriend. That's not my business. You meet married men that 6 months, 3 months, they don't have at home. But they want to every day. They come to their girlfriend's house. They want, as they enter, they want just they do. But at home, there is nothing. So how you go? So that's my fault that you're not having fun at home, and that you can have that fun with me 1,000,000 times in a day if you so wish. You will always come to me.
Once the man is married,
yes,
he should be out of bounds.
For who?
How is
Life is preference, right? I like to date married men. You cannot date married men. Let me do what works for me. Primary thing that keeps that man coming back is not anything else.
And really, I think in a lot of these situations, what it comes down to is modern women want something, but then they want to modify that something, right? And so you have men that'll be men. They're actually masculine. I'll pay the bill. I'll pay the bills. I'll, initiate plans and open doors and all that stuff. But then when I do that and I don't do it to your liking, then you call me controlling. Right? If I'm leading the house and I'm leading the charge and I'm making a decision, because this is what modern women like to do. They like to spend all day making a decision. And it's not like we hadn't discussed it. We didn't spend all day talking about this type of stuff. But you just, give me a couple more days to think about it. Give you a couple more days. I really think I need a week. Give a couple weeks. And by that time, the opportunity is gone. Well, that's just not what God had for us. No, it was. But you just wanted to do things on your timeline. And after 4 or 5 of those things, because modern women will do that, they'll control the relationship with their indecisiveness. And then when you start to move on and do your thing, it's just something about him. He just moving when he shouldn't. And let me tell you something, ladies. When a man wants to move too fast, that's of the devil. No, it's not. The devil ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your indecisiveness. You're slothful. You're lazy. You can't make up your mind. Analysis paralysis, whatever you want to call it. But you need to, it's not even therapy. You need to learn, start making some decisions and sticking with it. See, what happens is modern women get out here and they don't like consequences. They want everything to go smoothly. And what I'm really trying to get you to do, sir, is I'm trying to get you, if we go with this decision, you take the blame. You make it right. I want to guarantee that everything is going to work out 100%. And if it don't, you take it on the chin. Every single thing. And that's why modern women get out here and they be talking about, well, you know, if he take you out and he don't like you, then get some property out of him. Make sure he gives you that bag, or make sure he gets you some property, or make sure he gets you a car. Do you know what you're asking, silly? You're asking a man for, you just spent 5 minutes with the man. You're asking a man for a whole property, a whole house. Are you slow? Are you slow? Are you okay, ma'am? But this is what these modern women are doing today. A man go out there, take care of his responsibilities, doing what he's supposed to be doing, and can't get the woman to move. Can't get the woman to move. I want a man to do this, and the man do all of it. I just really ain't sold. We really need to go. Oh, don't rush me. You trying to love bomb me. That don't even fit right here. Oh, well, yet see, you always trying to play on my words. Girl, go back to therapy. You're a psychopath.